Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shannon Dacus. I've been in Tyler a little over 20 years now. I'm a lawyer here. My husband and I practice together. I'm also currently the chair of the Economic Development Council and have worked on sundry other community projects, a lot of them with Neal. I've known Neal for over a decade now, and there's no other way to say it than to tell you that I adore him. He is my kind of guy. He's committed, he's dedicated, he's engaged in our community. If Neal tells you he's going to be there and get it done, it's going to be done. You don't have to worry about it. The thing I like most about Neal is his compassion for people and his willingness to look for solutions to problems that don't have a black and white answer. Solutions that take in the voice of the community as a whole, not just one part of our community, and try to find a solution that is fair, that's the best fit, even though it may not always be each individual person's preference for how things get solved. But quite frankly, that's the way we all need to start thinking in this community. We need to look for compromise where we can find it, to find real solutions to real issues that are facing our community, our state, and our nation. And that character trait, quite frankly, is what compelled me to step forward and get on Neal's bandwagon. I am truly a fan of Neal's, and he's been a mentor to me for the entire decade plus that I've known him. I've worked with Neal on several community events, including Discovery Science Place. I first met Neal and my beloved Anwar when they built the Abraham House when I was sitting on the Habitat for Humanity board. We worked at Leadership Tyler together, and I can tell you definitively, without question, that Neal is a servant leader. He is the kind of person that I want representing me, my community, and my state. But I also recognize, and I'm not naive to the fact, that a community servant doesn't always mean that that person is going to be the best person to represent us in office. Those characteristics may not overlay with what we need as a leader in Austin. The things that I mentioned earlier, though, are the things that I think will make Neal a perfect fit for us in Austin. Again, he looks for compromise. He listens. He actually listens. And believe it or not, Neal knows that he doesn't know everything. He doesn't have all the answers, but what he's done and what I've seen him do time and time again that I respect him for is he will reach out to the people that he knows know more about the topic at hand than he does. He will listen. He will actually listen. And he will take those voices, that advice, and come up with a solution that fits best for whatever the case may be. It may be something as simple as fundraising for a local project. It may be something as significant as how are we going to address mental health issues here in Smith County and in East Texas. He knows how to do it. He's had tried and true experience at these things, and he can carry that with him to Austin. And hopefully he can sit back and listen up there, here in our community, and come up with solutions that are good for East Texas. And that, by the way, is the quality that I think we need most right now. We need people who are going to make decisions that are fair and just. We need people who aren't tied to their personal agenda, that aren't tied to one political party or another and refuse to see that there's middle ground because it doesn't fit within the politics of their party. And that, again, is another reason that I'm supporting Neal Katz. And finally, I want to address something that's near and dear to my heart. Again, I mentioned that I'm a lawyer here in Tyler. My husband and I own our own practice. I am a small business owner. I'm also the chair of the Economic Development Council. So I'm very business-minded. And it was important to me that whoever I supported was going to be business-minded. I'm a little weary of having someone in Austin who is not likewise business-minded, who doesn't understand the value of a strong economy to our community. Strengthen our economy is what allows Neal and I and those of you that serve throughout the community to do all that philanthropic work, to make our community better, to serve the needs of our residents. And that doesn't happen unless we have a strong economy that is growing, that is thriving, and Neal gets that, and he will represent us in Austin at that level. So I again encourage you to support me. I think I've covered most of what I wanted to say, but I just want to end by telling you all, there are a few people that I will step out for and support. I have a handful of mentors who have been by my side, and they're my go-tos when I need help with something difficult. Neal is one of those people. He is that guy. He is that good. He is that reliable. He is that pure. He is that much of a servant leader for us. I apologize. But the thing that I want you to consider is he is not, no matter how good he is not going to win this election unless you get out there and support him. This November election has been uncontested for over 2 decades. It is not going to happen by you showing up here today. You've got to walk out of here ready to support him, ready to get out there and advocate for him, ready to vote for him as an independent. And I know that voting as an independent for a lot of you is really scary. It's heresy. You think your family's going to disown you. But I promise you, it's the best thing for East Texas. And with that, I say, please, please, please don't walk out of here and sit back out on the couch and watch the election results roll in November. Get out and vote. Support Neal. Challenge him on the issues that are important to you. I can promise you, you're going to find common ground with him. Please, please, please get out and vote. Write a check today if you can. Otherwise, I can call you later and we can talk about it. But the price doubles if I have to make the phone call. I want to thank you all for being here to support Neal. I hope you understand how much confidence I have in him, how much your support means to Neal and his family, how much it means to me that you were willing to step out here tonight to see what Neal had to say, to see how you can improve our community so that we can continue to grow and be the best city in the state of Texas. Thank you very much.